It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with day 3 in Coronado. Day 2 was irrigation. Not in the sense that we installed irrigation, but in the sense that we fixed what was here. A prior landscaper had run little spaghetti lines to all the plants. It was very inefficient, awful. So Greg and the guys had to go on an Easter egg hunt and uncover all of the buried ports that these little spaghetti lines were running from, cap them all off. Took a day. Boring AF. So you missed nothing on that. Today we got the parking strip planted and I'm so happy with it. What we did here was bring in a couple of yards. Well, first, of course, we took out the grass. Then we brought in a couple of yards of soil. I created my mounds. Look at all the boulders that I have in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 boulders just in this parking strip. I'm going to give that a minute. 13 boulders. Boulders, like boulders. So don't skimp on your rock. It really makes it. And I'm finding as I'm evolving as a designer, I'm using more and more rock. So 13 boulders. I have about probably 25 5-gallon specimens in here. My challenges with this parking strip were many. For one thing, I needed to be mindful of the fact that, people are walking on the sidewalk. So I didn't want to put barrel cactus or anything dangerous or sharp or pointy. So I needed to go with soft things. I needed to go with things that were going to behave and not, grow over onto the sidewalk or become problematic. Things that were more low profile. Also, I needed to be mindful of the fact that people are going to park on this curb and open doors. So I did 2 pads of flagstone. What I ended up doing was adding some flagstone that would lead people to this point of entry here. And this point of entry here. And the middle I left unstoned. So anybody that parks here, they can still open the door, and if you want to come over here, Greg, and show them from this perspective, they can still open their car door, and step out. That's fine because this is going to be rocked. But if they want access to, solid footing and pads, they're at each end. I'm not done with this installation yet. I haven't been to Oasis Water Efficient in Escondido where I get my small things. These gorgeous plants came from Waterwise, but I still need my 1 gallon, my little echeverias, my sedums, my graptos, all the cutesy little things to kind of put in pops of color. Also, we dug out a lot of attenuatas from over here so that we could get at those irrigation ports that I mentioned earlier in the video. In doing that, we just cut them all up and reset them. So I'm really happy with the way those look. I brought a few in over here too to kind of tie things back together. Remember, when you're doing your landscape installation, you don't want any part of it to look like an add-on. So it's important to take key or foundation plants and work them into all areas of the design. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity reporting from Coronado, California on day 3 with Team DFS and your succulent tip of the day.